What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, I enjoyed it. We finally got some clarity on Jax owning Crimson. So apparently, Drew did not sell him Crimson. He actually sold him 50% of Aurora Media. So while Drew's handling all the other business, Jax is mainly in charge of the print division. I like the ideas Jax has for Crimson because I think they are good ideas. Because I've said this before, I forgot what video I mentioned it, but the magazine industry is a dying breed. Well, I don't want to say dying breed, but magazines are not selling the way that they used to. You know? So everything, a lot of stuff is digital. If you own a magazine company, you have to have an online presence. You have to. You have to promote it. And that's basically what Jax wants to do with Crimson. He feels like, they can make more money, way more, and have more circulation if they promote more. And, that's by throwing parties and putting more money and effort behind the promotion of Crimson, which I think is a good idea. Nina's idea was totally stupid. She basically told Jax, she wants to continue to run Crimson the way she's been running it. Granted, I believe she's been doing a good job running the company because obviously it's making money. But Jax feels like it could be making way more money if they are doing promotions more. And I do agree. When you're running a company, you want people talking about your company. You want people talking about your magazine. You know what I mean? And the only way to do that is to promote more, throw parties, have a lot of big wigs come to the party. You know what I'm saying? And he wants to do more exotic location shoots to more exotic places, which I think is a great idea. But he does want her to cut her production by a third so that way he could use that money for more promotional stuff. I think he had a lot of great ideas. Nina was getting on my nerves again because she was sitting there talking about, let me run the company the way I've been running it, because she felt like Jax didn't know nothing about the magazine industry. Are you serious? Nina, you knew nothing about the magazine industry when you first became editor-in-chief of Crimson. Maxie taught Nina everything she knows. Fashion, how to run that magazine. If it wasn't for Maxie, that magazine wouldn't even be around today if it wasn't for her. So, Nina needs to calm down. And it was so funny because Jax was basically telling her, showing her how to use a balance sheet. I'm like, how you gonna tell him he don't know nothing about running no magazine, but you don't know how to how to do a balance sheet? I was like, so he don't know how to run a magazine in her opinion, but she don't know how to do a balance sheet though. And you call yourself a businesswoman. How are you a businesswoman? You don't know how to do a balance sheet. You don't know nothing about budgets and stuff. I'm just saying, okay, Nina. I do like the chemistry between them, and I do love how Jax was basically giving her a rundown about why he's back in Port Charles, his dislike of Sonny. Let me tell you something. Sonny and Jax have such a long history. It goes all the way back to Brenda. It goes back over 20 years. I can understand why Sonny and Jax don't like each other. I totally get it. They have both done some things to each other, mainly Sonny. What he did to Jax over the years was uncalled for and it was foul. But Jax is no saint either. But I'm here for it. Jax basically was like, he's going to be cordial. He's not putting his energy on Sonny. He's not focused on Sonny, which I like. He's there for his daughter. He's there for business, period. Nothing more, nothing less. I loved when Valentine walked in and saw Jax and Nina working so closely together and stuff. You could see the look on Valentine's face. He was jealous, and he was even more irritated how Nina kept going on and on about how happy she was with Jax taking over now. And, she just kept singing his praises, and it was definitely getting under Valentine's skin. And it had me laughing. I was dying. Valentine, you could tell, it's going to be some beef brewing between him and Jax. Speaking of Jax, though, I did like that. I love the scene between him and Alexis. I always do. I love their friendship. You know, he's always there for her, always got her back. She always got his back. I love it. But I do love the fact that, you know, Alexis was basically warning him about Valentine, like letting him know, like, he's just as bad as your brother. But Jax was very unfazed. I like how unbothered Jax was. But my thing with Jax is, do not underestimate Valentine. That's what I'm hoping that he doesn't do. Don't underestimate him. That's what you don't want to do. Never underestimate your opponent. I don't care how weak you think your opponent is, how whatever, never underestimate. Never. Because they could surprise you, because you could be falling right into a trap. They might want you to think that they're weak. You know what I'm saying? And then try to put that whammy on you. You don't want to do that. I love how he... Basically, Jax was trying to shut Alexis up by telling her, you know what, just drink your water, put some lemon in there. And she had to squeeze the lemon. He said, go ahead, put your back into it. She just threw the whole lemon in there. I loved it. I loved it. I loved their scenes together. So basically, majority of this episode was basically all about Shiloh. Go figure. You want to know what's funny? Sam and Jason, well, mainly Sam, put this whole plan together to expose Shiloh. Only for Shiloh to still be a constant topic of conversation. You got Julian and Lucas talking about it. Sam and Alexis were still talking about it. Willow was talking about it. Chase and Willow was talking about it. Pretty much the majority of this cast are talking about Shiloh. Don't you think it's time, since all of these people are talking about Shiloh, that all of these people get together and actually shut him down once and for all? Because it seemed like it was happening. Because they were trying to be tight-lipped about stuff. Like, Lucas went to Alexis about, you know, what they can do legally to shut Shiloh down. At first, Alexis had no idea who he was even talking about, who the biological father was. Alexis had no clue. Until Lucas mentioned Dawn of Day. And that's when Alexis was like, you talking about Shiloh? He was like, yeah. She was like, oh no, we gonna shut him down. Alexis got real mad real quick. She was like, yup, I'm gonna help you shut him down. Alexis wasn't playing no games. She was like, yeah, we gonna shut this down. We gonna nip this in the bud today. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna help you. And Julian ended up going to Sam on Lucas's behalf, even though Lucas didn't know, because he wants Sam to help him. I'm like, why are you going to Sam? What can Sam do? So now they basically try to come up with some little plan or whatever to keep Shiloh away. Because at first, he didn't want to give Sam too much detail about it until he mentioned Colt and stuff like that. And that's when Sam was putting it together that he was talking about Shiloh. So now all these people are just banding together basically to shut Shiloh down. Separately, but together. This is, I just feel like they're on a collision course. I feel like Julian and Sam are just on a collision course with their stupid ideas and their plans. Julian should have just stayed out of it. I understand that's his son. He wants to help him. But you are in deep. And you sitting there listening to all of Brad's BS and lies. Now you're tangled up in all of this. I'm like, y'all all just need to get together and compare notes at this point and shut him down. Because y'all all have an equal goal to shut Shiloh down. Honestly, I'm tired of hearing the name Shiloh. I'm tired of saying Shiloh. I'm sick of it. When Chase went to go see Willow, though, I like them together. I really do. I like them together. It's sad because I can see her with Michael, but I can also see her with Chase. And Chase is really feeling her. Like, you can see it in his face, like he feeling her. Like, he looked like he head over heels for this girl. And I like it. But, you know, Willow's just doing whatever she got to do to protect her son. I don't blame her. I did like the scene, though, with Elizabeth and Lulu coming in to help Willow basically keep her job. They came up with a petition and stuff like that to send to the principal with a bunch of signatures and stuff like that to help Willow keep her position at the school. I honestly don't feel like Willow should have been fired. I really don't. I really don't. She's a good teacher, obviously. She's just trying to help the kids. She genuinely cares about the kids. You know what I mean? Because you got some teachers that's just there for a check. You know, but she genuinely cares. You know, she does teaching out of love, not for a paycheck, you know. And I like it. You know, she's just a caring person, you know, who made a few bad judgment calls and stuff over, you know, in her life, but she's trying to correct that. And I love that Lulu and Elizabeth are in her corner as well, trying to help her, you know. So much, you know, something that Nina's not doing, of course. I am happy for Franco, though. I am happy Franco finally got the recognition for helping to capture Ryan. They finally did the little ceremony at the hospital for him, which was cool. But I did enjoy his scenes with Ryan. Ryan was trying so hard to get a reaction out of Franco about, you know, because Franco was talking about Kiki's birthday was today, or would have been today. And Ryan was laying it on so thick. He was like, I don't know what the fascination with Kiki is. He was like, I found her boring, dull. And while he kept talking crap about Kiki, you could see in Franco's face, it took everything in him not to choke this man. Like, you could tell he wanted to do bodily harm to Ryan. You could see it. But I like how Franco turned the tables on Ryan by letting him know how stupid Ryan is and how Ava lured him into a trap and Ryan was stupid enough to fall into it. Like, Ryan's whole facial expression changed. And Franco was telling him basically how he was going to go to prison and be alone. He lost everything. You could just see the sign of defeat in Ryan's eyes because he knew what Franco said was true. Like, you're defeated. You lost. You have no more cards to play. There's nothing more you can do. I enjoyed that scene. Like, Ryan really thought he was getting into Franco's head, but Franco turned them tables and got right back into his. I like, see, serial killer to serial killer. Franco played it well. He played that little tit for tat. He played it very well. Well played. It was so funny how Curtis was so, like, Curtis felt like Ryan owes him the kidney or whatever. Because, of course, Curtis did kind of save his life because he made sure Ava didn't shoot the man. But I don't see how he was so shocked when, you know, Finn was basically telling him that they can't do the procedure until Ryan consents. Curtis looked so surprised by that. I'm like, I don't know why he's surprised. I mean, you better have something to bargain with because you know Ryan. As soon as he went to go see Ryan, Ryan was like, how's the wife doing? Ryan has such a glee on his face. He's so sick, yo. He has such a glee. Like, Ryan ain't trying to save nobody's life. The only way Ryan gonna do is if there's something in it for him, because you know he gonna bargain. You know, I knew he would. I said that the other day. Ain't no way Curtis is getting that kidney so free and clear so easily. It's not gonna happen, bro. You know Ryan gonna want something. He gonna want something. Some type of deal. To where maybe he ain't got to spend the rest of his life in prison. He gonna want something. Some assurances. Like, we all know that. That man ain't giving up no kidney for nothing. If he was like, it's such a long procedure. I was like, Ryan is such an a-hole, yo. He really is. Like, he's the worst of the worst. And yet he makes me laugh. Because you can see the little devilish look on his face. Like, because he knows that he got Curtis backed into a corner. He knows it. He know it. And he's loving it. I did like the little scene between Chase and Finn or whatever. Chase is so giddy about Finn and Anna getting married. Like, he want to throw them a little party and stuff and invite, their dad and Chase's mom and stuff. I'm like, Finn was like, I ain't trying to have no party right now. He said, he don't really want to have a party right now until, him and Anna, I guess, set a wedding date and they talk. Which is understandable, but I mean, it is customary to have a engagement party. I'm just saying. So anyway, that's pretty much the entire episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode, and I will see y'all all tomorrow. Hope you all have a great day. Peace.